Good morning, good morning, good morning, Facebook family and friends. This one is Some Can't Handle the Truth, Part 2. Boy, if you didn't look at Part 1, you may want to look at Part 2. So, I'm going to start off this morning with, I don't really know how you guys do this. I'm heading to the airport right now to pick up my nephew, which is Jamil. He is actually a computer guru as far as coming up with different programs. He's helped me tremendously with the clay code and all kinds of things. So we're doing a think tank for 3 days. He flew in from Canada, so I'm locking him in my office for 3 days, and we're going to do all the polishing of the systems. It's all ready to go to make sure everything is perfect. But I don't know. I'm going to kind of take this off and show you guys for a second. I don't know how people deal with this every day. And it's not that bad right now, but still, I just don't get it. I mean, well, I used it for many, many, many years, but can't do that anymore. So anyway, Can't Handle the Truth, Part 2. Looks like there's some sun in my camera, so let me try to close this off a little bit. Hold on. That should help. There we go. Okay, so Can't Handle the Truth, Part 2. Very, very interesting what happened. I had 3 people this weekend. Well, actually one on Wednesday, one on Saturday, and one on Sunday contacted me and asked me, hey, well, not contacted me, 2 contacted me, and one was just being a hater on one of my Facebook posts or one of my friends' Facebook posts. They went, hey, don't listen to that guy Clayton. Google his name. He's a crook, he's a scam artist, he's a thief. Just be careful, Google his name. And I cannot tell you how funny I think it is. So, for those of you that I'm trying to help in life, because this is like a clay code moment. So, normally my clay codes are about a quick little minute or 2, or you guys know the little motivation that I do. So let me help you in your life when people are just stuck on stupid and don't understand. So this situation happened to me, and I'll tell you, I'll explain to you first before I tell you how I handled it. So maybe this will be helpful to you guys, okay? So I just think it's funny. But let me give you the backstory. The backstory is, in my life, probably since 2002, you guys probably have seen my webinars. My life has totally changed, and I've come across thousands upon thousands of people, including customers, probably over 20,000 customers. Long story short is there are 3 negatives on me personally in Google. If you Google my name, you're going to see a guy named Brian House. A guy that I won't name his name, Brian House. Don't want to say his name in public, Brian House, that was the president of one of my companies. And this was Automotive Retail Solutions. Well, back then it was called No Cost Auto Glass Repair. Before I had a billionaire, let me repeat, before I had a billionaire invest in my company because he believed in me, and I bought him back out a couple years later. Let me repeat that. Before I had a billionaire invest in me. So then we changed the name to Automotive Retail Solutions. But anyway, so No Cost Auto Glass Repair was running. We're running it great. Brian was my president. Didn't like the direction I was going with the company. We're just about to move the company from doing car washes to car dealerships. So he decided to steal my entire business model. I mean, when I say steal it, I'm talking about taking all my documentation, changing the name to, I think it was called Auto Glass Concepts or whatever. He's out of business, by the way, because karma gets you. Anyway, so he decided to just literally take all my documentation that I spent thousands of dollars on with my attorneys to get everything legal, get everything right, and he just put his name on it and went into business in Kentucky. So long story short is, in order to discredit me, he goes online and ripoff.com and said that I am a scam artist. I ruined his dealership, and he used the word, I ruined his what word did he use? I ruined his car garage. He didn't have much experience in the car industry, so he calls the service department car garage. Okay, you can read this, by the way. Google it, you'll find it. It's from ripoff.com. That I ruined his car garage. Don't mess with this guy. He's going to ruin your dealership. He's the worst guy in the world, because he wanted to try to get my customers, which is kind of stupid. So I thought that was kind of funny. The funniest part about it, though, he never used his name, but on ripoff.com, you have to use an email address, and it said bhouse at whatever. So I thought it was just hilarious. Let me keep going. So then there is a gentleman that, and I use the word gentleman loosely, that did some IT work for me and quoted me $1,000. And after he did the work, he said, "Oh, it took me longer, so I'm gonna quote you $3,000. You're gonna pay me $3,000." I said, "You know what, dude? I'm paying you $1,000. That's your quote. That's it." He says, "Well, if you don't do that, since I'm really good on the internet, I'm going to hold you hostage." I mean, this is literally what the guy told me. "I'm going to hold you hostage, and I'm going to put your name all over the internet that you ripped me off, and that will cost you more. And you better pay me your $3,000 or else." I'm like, "Then I guess you better or else, because I'm paying you $1,000." So I sent him his $1,000, and that was it. So he put it on there. Then there's a third young lady in Las Vegas area. When Lisa and I, when World Leadership Group closed, Lisa and I decided to help a ton of customers, and we did it. We did very, very well doing that. We helped a lot of people do their loan mods, and this lady's payment dropped $250, and she wanted to drop $500. So she thought I was the worst person in the world because we can only get the bank to drop her payment $250. I think her file was like $2,200 for a file, so her payment dropped $250 a month, which after 1 year of that, she would have made her money back, but she was mad because it was not $500 a month. So the attorney that I worked with, she decided to blast us all over the internet. So those are the 3 negative things I have on my name on the internet. I just find it so funny though, but I'm telling you guys this for a life lesson for you guys in case things like this happen. So here's the funniest part. The gentleman, I use the word gentleman loosely, that created ripoff.com, which you can go, I can take anybody's name right now, I don't care who you are, go on this site, make up a story, write it about you, and in 48 hours you'll be on Google saying whatever I said. They don't verify anything, it is what it is. I can say you just murdered someone, whatever I want to say, and there's nothing you can do unless you pay them. Listen to what I'm saying, unless you pay them to get it off. I think it's just hilarious. So the gentleman, loosely termed, that created this, his name is Malcolm something weird. Just Google his name if you want to. If you Google his Google owner of ripoff.com. When you find his name, now you Google his name, he has more negative about him than anyone I've ever seen on Facebook. It's just hilarious. So he started this site to extort money from people, and now he's all over. So it's just funny. Anyway, so long story short, this guy posted yesterday that, "Oh, Google Clayton's name before you do business with him. You may want to check it," because I have those 3 stories. Now, of course, I have thousands of people that have made tons of money, thousands of customers have helped. But let me tell you how I handle it where it doesn't make me upset. So this is the lesson for you guys. I love the fact that there are 3 things on negative on me on the internet, because here's why. There are people that are just stuck on stupid and don't get it. And what I do on a daily basis takes time and takes a tremendous amount of energy to help people. Because a lot of people's mindset are, in fact, let me show you, a lot of people's mindset are like this. They deal with this on a daily basis. Look at the traffic. It is 9 o'clock in the morning. How can you guys do this on a daily basis every single day? It's like everyone's driving around in their metal coffins going to work. I don't get it. But anyway, so I'm ranting. Hold on, let me get back to my story. So, where was I? So so how I deal with it is it takes a tremendous amount of energy to help people and work this out. So to me, if you Google my name and you see these 3 negatives or see something negatives that keeps you away from me, that means you're so small-minded, I didn't want to deal with you anyway, and you just saved me a tremendous amount of energy and time having to deal with you. So I thank the internet, and I thank Mr. Brian House, idiot, that wanted to steal my business, and Mr. whoever that was trying to extort money from me for a service over 8 years ago, and the young lady that I didn't get her payments down by $500, only $250. So I thank all 3 of them for keeping all the people away from me that will waste my time. See, that's how I deal with stuff. So, and for those of you that fully want to understand this, why don't you do this? Google Jesus and see what they say about him. Google companies like, ever heard of Keller Williams? Great company, amazing. The guy had amazing vision. Google their name. They say they're a scam. Google anyone that has gone out and done anything in their life special and see what they say about them. Hey, I have a great person you can Google to see what they say about them. Google the President of the United States of America right now. See what they say about him. So if you think I am worried that you're going to Google my name and not want to do business with me because someone said something, 3 people out of probably 100,000 plus people I've dealt with, all you're doing is helping me. So I thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it for not wasting any of my time, because the ones on my post right now that know my worth ethic, know how hard I work and what I do on a daily basis to help them from this traffic that I'm in right now and to help them change their life, believe me, those are the ones that I have your back 100% of the time, all the time, over and over, and I work tirelessly to help them change their life. So, and I'm sure a few of them will comment on this post right now. So it's interesting. So the other ones that don't get it, go kick rocks, because I'm going to keep doing me. I'm going to always do me. And I am, where I'm heading right now, to the airport for Jamil, so we can spend 3 days locked in my office to do what? To help the people that want to be helped. And the funniest part about it is, since I'm ripping people off so much, please tell me how much money you're paying me to rip you off, because, yep, there we go, we're back. Okay, so, let's see, where was I? So, yeah, I guess I'm not charging anything to do this. And in fact, the money I'm spending to build a system to help you guys is so much. People just don't get it. But anyway, so that was my little rant for today. Thank you guys very much. I look forward to all of you jumping on our webinar tomorrow at 7 o'clock, so I can give you some information on 8 streams of income to help you change your life, whether or not you want to use one of them, you want to use all 8 of them, or whatever you like to use. So I want to thank you guys again for your support, and I am going to keep doing what I do every single day until the day I die. And thank you, Internet, for keeping the people away from me that I have to waste my time with. So talk to you guys later. Bye.